Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rome the Pacifist channel. Um, I hope you bear with me a little bit today because I have a little cold, so my voice has been inconsistent. But today I felt compelled to make this video just to throw some ideas out there concerning Dee Mwango in Kenya and her dating adventurism with foreign men. Now, I got no issue with her. So if she watches this video or whoever is her fan, I hope people take this kind of more like a constructive analysis. She's a sister. She's somebody that I kind of view like a little sister of mine. It's very important that we look out. It's very important that we look out for our women, look out for our children. You know, it's very important. I see that, I just see Dee Mwango, the way she roll with a lot of these foreign men that she brings onto her channel and just start some type of a dating thing and trying to push into a relationship. I don't think it serves her very well, and I don't think it serves Kenyan women and even Kenyan people very well. Because you can't, you can't just go on, let's say, you can't just go on, or how they call that website, that app, Tinder. You can't just go on Tinder, Facebook, and so on, and just find a dude and all of a sudden just bring him to the show. Now he's your boyfriend. You doing this, you doing all type of stuff. It makes you look cheap. You don't know the dude that well. You know, when she brought Mikhail Ponte to her show, I was really surprised because it's like before you even introduce a dude to your family, get to know him, get to know his vibe. And it's nothing against Mikhail Ponte, but if she understood Mikhail Ponte, he's a traveler. He's a traveler. And when you get a traveler like that says, as a man, people that are traveling to Brazil, they travel into the Dominican Republic, they traveling to Thailand, to Vietnam, meeting women. Usually these guys, they're not dating material because they're not used to be stable in one relationship. And if Mikhail Ponte was that type of dude that could stay in a stable relationship with a woman, he would have had a woman in a stable life and a stable relationship type of lifestyle by now. So by like Dee Mwango just bringing him in, it did not serve her because he did not understand the dude. Now one thing that I see that might happen is that she look at like dating a non-black person as a way of leveling it up. Now I got no issue with one of our women dating somebody from another culture or another race if they're treating her right. I have no issue with that. But when I look at Mikhail Ponte, and now she got another dude, the Indian dude, she bringing a lot of these weird dudes on her show, and I really got issue with that. And I feel like Kenyan people should look out for their sister. Now she got this dude from India on her show. I think it's the name of his channel is Roman India. Roman in India, something like that. She does not understand these people, and she's just bringing them into her personal space. What I like about Black America, for example, like you don't just come out here, even if you black, don't just come out here and people just give you space like that. No, they want to make sure, okay? They want to make sure that if shit hit the fan, you're going to be there for them. That you're not just some guy like using race to like against. Or Black America want to make sure like you're the soldier for the tribe, because Black America is like, it's like a nation. It's a nation without land, but it's still a nation because they've managed to create an identity within a vaster state. I'm not seeing that type of strength coming out of Kenyans looking out for their girls. And I wonder why, because she's really out there trifling a little bit. She is a good girl, I kind of like her vibe, but I look at her more like a little sister that I will protect, So this video is mostly about looking out for her. And you saw it, Mikhail Ponte basically used her to pipe his way into Kenya, if you know what I mean, piping. That's basically what he did, basically using Dee Mwango to pipe himself into Kenya and get what he wants, get fame. The next day he get up, he's in Thailand, he's over here, he's over there. I didn't really see it go well from the get-go. And then after that, he get this white dude straight out of America and just introduce him into his personal space. Let me tell you something about here in the US. Like, Americans are very private people. They don't just let you into their personal space like that. So when you just take an American, just let him into your personal space like that, it's a show of weakness. So and it's more like a Western world thing. It's you don't just give things to people like that. That's why before you get a job here, they make they make a lot of background check a lot of stuff about you, and it's a way to send you a message like this job you getting is something serious. You better feel privileged to have it. And when it's like that, you tend to give more consideration to the job. Now, Mikel, one thing that I'm seeing between Mikel Ponte, the white dude, he said he's half Italian and then half Polish, is that these countries are not known for being very friendly to black people. It's very common. It is very common, for example, for black sport players in Italy, in Poland, to have bananas thrown at them and being called monkeys. Let me tell you, Dee Mwango, these are not cultures from where you could easily find a boyfriend, let alone a boyfriend that you just clicked on Tinder and you bringing him to Kenya and started to pipe with him. That's not correct. So I just didn't see Kenyans make like a strong video to let people know, like, no, you can't just be coming to Kenya and like using our women cheap. But it's also a way to speak to the Kenyan women. And this goes to African women, that goes to black women, because there's black girls watching Dee Mwango. And if she's not showing, leading by example, that her, our sisters, that her, our girls, it's very important that she conduct herself in a way that shows that she got values. We got values. The other dude that she got on her show now, she did bring the white American dude on the show. I don't know what happened. I don't watch all her videos. It was saying where she just bring these people into her personal space. And that's why people don't respect us Africans. Forget that whole shit that we all nice. Nice for what? Because there's just certain way in which you conduct yourself that make you look cheap. Like if you just like when you go with a girl the first night she sleep with you, she looks cheap. Dee Mwango looks cheap to a lot of these foreign men she's bringing in. I was going to talk about the next dude that she brought in, the dude from India. Personally, I don't trust him. Now, I got nothing against him personally, and I got nothing against Indian people personally. But these are cultures that are very hostile to the black race. India is a very difficult place to live. It's a place of hustlers. That's why they can move to other countries, make a lot of money. Is because they kind of like Nigerians. They come from a country where there's a lot of the population is big, so you got to use your brain all the time. So when they walk into a place like Kenya, man, they feel like when these Asian cops get into water here in the U.S., they're just predatory. They will eat anything. So with the Indian dude, you must first know about where the person is coming from. Places like India, they're places where you black, and he knows for sure that he cannot go back to India with Dee Mwango. Their people will not accept that. It's a very strict culture and quite strange to many if you're looking at it from a Western or African perspective. If you're black in India, and it's happened many times, where people have gotten beaten up just for being black in public, you can't even get housing. You can't even get housing. Dee Mwango right now go to India. She can't even get housing, an apartment, just because of her race. Period. That's what it is. That's how they roll. They don't ask you a question. They say, hey, they say homeland before anything. So that's kind of the way we gotta function in Africa. You gotta stick your foot down. That's why I fuck with black Americans, because they stick their foot down. It's true in Africa we stick our foot down, but it's not in a direct way like in America. So I would just like to see Dee Mwango again. She's done a lot of great things. She built a house for her family. She's doing a lot of stuff. She's a sweet girl. I just don't want to see her get hurt. I don't want to see her feelings being hurt. So yeah, that's my message to her, really, to trail a little carefully about these guys that she's clicking on Tinder and bringing them to Kenya and just start sleeping with them. Kenyans got to say something about that. You can't be soft in this world. You got to be tough. If you're not tough, they walk over you, because a lot of these people already come to Africa with a preconceived notion that they can walk over your ass, and as soon as they land there, they piping your women left and right and telling and basically calling back home and say these Africans ain't shit. They ain't shit. Yep. So trying to stick your foot down. That's all I can say, Kenya. I love you. Kenya is a great country. You know, again, it's not I'm saying anything against Italy or Poland or India. That's not what my channel is about. It's about using the understanding of these multiple cultures to be able to formulate the kind of strategy that we as Africans can use to just negotiate our way around the world. Like they say in Cameroon, where I'm from, when you know somebody, you're more likely to get along with them. I'm not somebody that just like to complain. You ask me what's my idea. What type of man should Dee Mwango have? I believe she should do what Miss Trudy did. She got herself an African dude now. And I would say something again about that too. She got herself an African dude and they're getting along very well. I mean, it's not perfect because the dude is all the way in Ghana, but it's definitely better than the dating flops. Because let's call it what it is. It's definitely better than the dating flops that you've seen with Dee Mwango. And I think she learned a lot of that from her brother. I forgot his name. But anyway, yeah, her brother got a very big channel. You know, he is a pioneer. He's one of those African YouTube pioneers, Ayamawa. And Ayamawa, his job was basically traveling all over the world trying to date and sleep with light-skinned women. But other than that, you know, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Nothing against that. But, you know, I always hope that my perspective simply nourish the already enriched perspective of other people. And Ayamawa, he's a good guy, but he saw what happened when he went about dating that Thailand guy, Thailand girl. You know, her people already telling her, oh, don't do it, don't do it. Man, there's so many beautiful women there on the continent. There's no need to go around the world, pile around and trying to get like really low, bottom low women and even crying about it and even say, oh, racism, this and that, and third. You know, there's 1.2 billion of us on this planet and there's no reason for us to cry. We big people. We big people. But I see between Dee Mwango and her brother, Ayamawa, a kind of a dislike of self. Because with all the great men in Kenya, and Kenya is smart people. There's about 3 countries in Africa that I think will lead, and that is Senegal, Kenya, and Tanzania. They're great nations. Now, these 3 nations, they're not known for having the most intelligent people, but I would say they have the smartest people, and smart people drive innovation and create the future. Now, those are the countries I fuck with. Now, outside of that, I see other countries with potentials. It's Ethiopia and Somalia. Those are very good countries in Africa. That if Somalia get its stuff together, it will be one of the greatest nations you ever seen. I fuck with them. Now, Somalis, very smart people. It's true they don't go to school a lot. Like I said, some of the greatest nations in Africa, they're not the most intelligent nations, but they're smart. Meaning you could have your PhD, but you'll be working for them. And the reason why I didn't cite Nigeria and a lot of Western African nations is they're mostly hardwired to follow rules. Nigerians are some of the most intelligent people in Africa, but smart is not there. I mean, people excuse me if they feel like I'm taking a jab. I'm not taking a jab. I'm just telling the truth. Now, so what's the solution for Dee Mwango, you ask me? I believe that she should get a Kenyan man. She'd be very happy. Get yourself a Kenyan YouTuber and you will be fine. I mean, look at how Wadamaya and Miss Trudy, when they teamed up together, things just started flying, because when a man and a woman get together, there's just that positive energy that builds up, and that's what you need. You know, so that's what I would do. I wouldn't be there on Tinder just looking for guys in there. I mean, that in itself compromises the whole point of these African promotion video, because in one hand you're trying to promote Africa, in another hand it's like you're just using this YouTube to level yourself up out of the African standard. You know, because you can't say, it's like a lot of people that say, oh, I'm all about my people. I'm all about my people. Until you look, they don't have a black wife. They don't have a black husband. You know, none of that. It makes themselves look like hypocrite. It kind of make themselves look like hypocrite. And one hypocrisy that I noticed too, and that really goes with our low self-esteem, is when Wadamaya was with Miss Trudy, although both of them are black, Kenyans have problems with it. There was, you know, Kenyans were feeling certain way about their girl being with a dude from Ghana. Now, now that Dee Mwango was with the white guy, nobody had issue. It was fine. It was fine. All the Kenyans were celebrating. Oh, I wish you well. I wish you well. Then the fuck not. Because now you see, he was just using her. And now the Indian dude is using her also. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take a post to this video here. So that's my advice for Dee Mwango. Get a good Kenyan man. Because Kenyan, I've known a lot of Kenyans. There's some of the Kenyans, this right here works good. That's the type of mentality you need, that Africa needs. About Ayamawa, same thing. I would get a Kenyan woman. It would create more stability for you guys. Or you guys can choose to travel around the world and trying to sleep with different people left and right and make you guys look stupid as hell. So anyway, that's it for me today. You know, hope you all have a good one, and see you next time. Love to you all, and most importantly, all my respect to Kenya and to the people of Kenya. Much love from Cameroon. Peace out.